Paddy and Tygrr just having some fun, picking some words, then the pictures get done. We share it with each other and we laugh. Type in some words, let the madness unwrap. MidJourney Madlibs, nothing gets clearer. That's the show, it just keeps getting weirder. MidJourney Madlibs, nothing gets clearer. That's the show, it just keeps getting weirder.
Oh my gosh. What on earth?
Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Paddy Cake. Welcome to Paddy Cake Games and the next episode of MidJourney Madlibs. With me, as always, is my best friend and co-host and my compatriot in this weird endeavor, Brent. How are you doing tonight?
I'm great. I mean, this is the first day of my new job. I mean, of course, it was weeks ago for y'all now, but for me, it's the first day, and I'm pretty excited.
It's also the first day of
to
spring. Perfect day to start a new job.
Wow, that's excellent. And to all you, I know that some of the people who are in our Discord are either looking or have recently interviewed. I hope you've got jobs by now.
Me too. But we're not going to waste any more time. You guys know how this works, and if you don't know how it works, here's how it works. We send each other Madlibs. We send each other the answers to go into the Madlibs. We then take those sentences, we run them through MidJourney. We create a series of art. We get together, we share it with each other, and we laugh. And that's the show. And we hope you like it. And if you do like it, look down below the video. There's a button just for you. It's a thumbs up button. It just means you like the video. And if you're clicking on that, you might as well go right next to it and click the subscribe button. It takes very little effort, and it's super good for us, and it's totally free. And if you're gonna do that, you might as well do the trifecta and ring that notification bell, and that will let you know when new videos get posted to the channel. And then if you want to help the channel out in other ways than liking and subscribing, just look down and click on the join button. That's the best way to really help out the channel. You can provide a little bit of financial support, and you get access to some perks. You get extra videos, you get unedited videos, and all kinds of stuff. And you get stuff early. Anything, as soon as stuff's uploaded, you get that. All right, Brent, I'm handing the reins over because it's Monday, so you get to start us off tonight. And that art is so adorable.
Well, let me preface this real quick with, while Patrick was doing that introduction, suddenly I go, woo! Because I kept going, I need to be higher up in the frame. And then I realized, okay, if you can't make your camera go lower, raise your chair. So there's like this, I'm like growing and doing your intro. I don't think we have ever done a recipe.
No, I don't think we have.
Here we go. But with this specialty of the house. This was a little difficult making my artwork for this episode because I think there's two reasons. A, because of the recipe-ness of it. Recipe-ness. Sorry.
The recipe-ness? The recipe-ness? Did you say recipe-ness?
Apparently I did.
Recipe-ness!
Because of the nature of it being a recipe, and because the sentences are all super short.
Yeah, which would be in a recipe. That makes sense. I also struggled with the art for this week's episodes. Both episodes, but this one in particular. And mine, I think, is entirely the subject matter of the Madlib.
Here is Chef Quincy's award-wailing recipe for roast ear of rat dog.
Oh my. Oh gosh. I don't want to eat that. I will send that back to the kitchen and ask for something else, please. That's so really, really unappetizing though. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, roast.
Oh god,
roast
that's
ear of
horrifying.
Rat dog?
And that's not just the ear, that's the entire head. Why did they roast the entire head?
But
yes.
The thing is, this sauce though almost looks good.
Yeah, I mean, if that was like just chicken breasts or
rosemary.
something. Yeah, it is a lot of rosemary. It's
or maybe it's just grass from the yard. I don't know. Choose an ear weighing about 1,000 yolks.
That is a very British way of measuring something, right? Oh, okay. So some of those eggs are just all yolk. Actually, all of the eggs are all yolk. Those are just shells on the bottom.
It's like, wow.
It's like,
Oh, they went all the way.
Oops, all yolk.
I actually calculated how much 1,000 yolks would weigh.
Okay, how much? Okay.
As you do. And it is roughly 22 pounds.
Oh, okay, that's not as much as I thought it would be. Cool.
That's a big ear.
Yeah, that's true, because we're looking for an ear that weighs that much. So a 22-pound ear, that's actually pretty massive.
Remove excess ugly umbrella.
What are those?
I don't know. And that's
they're-
kind of why.
It's rat dogs. It's rat dogs.
Oh God. Koala rat dog bats. Or add 5 cloves of garlic, peeled and insinuated.
So they're not actually there. We just make you think they're there.
This is just
It's
so
like it, but
weird.
it also made him very sinewy, which is interesting. Did it
insinuate.
Did it just pull that sound from the word and made him sinewy?
And also,
Or
it's
that's probably
funny
just me.
because look down into the pan. Because I promise you, I did not mix this with the next prompt.
Okay, I think I remember what you're talking about. Is he stirring it with a giant spoon garlic?
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. Season with 2 tablespoons of chopped olive. That's why I was.
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
a lot like olives.
You're right. They do look like olives in the previous one. So why is
I
Link
had to
there?
put this here,
Why is Link there?
and that's why it's here. If it wasn't here, it was going to be in the honorable mentions, and I was just like, you know what? This is just too weird. Why did I get The Legend of Zelda in the middle of all of this other stuff?
That is so strange.
And if you compared it to all the other olive stuff I got, and I got some cool stuff, yeah. And there's definitely olives. See those olives on the ground?
Oh yeah, I see the olives, and what looks like a pig nose, a pig snout, and maybe a donut, maybe next to that.
Or
And who
piece
is
of
this?
potato.
Who is this little tiny guy who's jumping out of the pot? Me.
I don't know. It's this little helper. It's barley. Add a tablespoon of pine sol.
Let's kill each other. Awesome. Well, there was a lot of rosemary in that dish, and this would probably just, go right along with that.
But this looks a lot. I mean, just like you've taken some pieces off of a pine tree,
Drop them right in there. Yep.
and that might even be the garlic.
Yeah.
I
I
mean-
see like little white things inside. It does look like garlic.
I don't understand. Oh no, this is funny. I just realized. So there's all these bubbles below it. Like it's cooking on something, but there's all these bubbles below it, and I'm like, "What? Oh, it probably bubbled over, and that's like pine salt juice." Sprinkle with a touch of acrid salt.
What the hell is that thing?
That's so weird.
He's got the beaker of black compared to the other beaker of black.
I guess that's acrid salt.
Yeah, I guess so. Or is the acrid salt in the container in front of him? That actually
In the
looks more
pit.
like salt than what he's holding.
Well, it's more like sand, but yeah.
Oh yeah. And well, then the picture on the right has salt. Looks like crystallized salt on top
Looking
of it.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
It also looks a little bit like it has a face.
Yeah, it does look like it has a face. That's kind of weird.
Add a pinch of ground up salmon dum duckling.
So it's a salmon-colored duckling that was dumb enough to end up in someone's plate of food and got salt
And don't
put on
forget,
it.
it's ground up. It's part of the ground up is on the back of it.
Oh yeah.
Dumb duckling. Sorry. I got a lot of good art from this, as you might well imagine. Cook at 350 French fries for Googleplex minutes.
God, that's a really
Which-
long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's till the end of time, basically. So,
Okay, she's yes. Look at this. I must put it in the oven
Basically,
till the end of time. You will never have this. It will go in the oven forever.
Basically, every single one of them had fries in a pan. Oftentimes, it was only fries in a pan, so I had to like play around to get some stuff. But yeah, this is wild looking for sure. Remove from the oven when the skin is hazel.
It turns into a face after the end of time. Because we have to leave it in the oven forever. Well, I guess if it is in the oven for that long, it will turn into pretty much leather. You're right. It'll dry out to the point that it'll be kind of like that.
Serve with mashed jacks and a knife.
It's interesting. I tried a couple other things with jacks to see if it would give me the jacks, because I was thinking the jacks that you played with. You know, the little metal things with the ball.
Bounce the ball, grab the jacks. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. But every time I tried running a prompt with that word to see if MidJourney actually knew what that was, it would give me jack-o'-lanterns. So I'm glad to see that you had the same thing.
Jack-o'-lantern I got.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
All I got was jack-o'-lanterns.
And the reason I used it was because of the jack. Because I thought, it's the only jack and knife that I got for this one. I managed to get some decent art from this fun recipe. And now I get to serve you some honorable mentions. Choose an ear weighing about 1,000 yolks. It was just too weird.
That's so wild.
What would be your inclination if you saw this?
I would zoom out.
Yeah. Mhm.
How did you come up with that? That's wild.
That's weird.
Oh my lord.
I got it. I got an ear. I got yolks. Everything looks like it's made out of plush. Those look like real eggs on their wrists. I don't
And
know
her
if
nose.
it's a boy or girl.
Or her nose.
But yeah, but it's just so weird. I had to season with 2 tablespoons of chopped olive.
Why are
They are too freaking cute.
Why are they even there? What in the prompt would have made those appear? You didn't ask for 2 plushy Oscar the Grouches with super big eyes.
It's so weird. And I love it. It's so weird.
Oh god, you win. You win for the evening. I cannot top this.
It's so absolute.
guys,
I can just like see
after we're done with this Madlib, you might as well just stop watching because mine is not nearly this funny.
So that was a specialty of the house. I don't want to eat your rat dog.
No rat dogs.
I don't think Lady Shablagoo would recommend eating your rat dog either.
No. But she does have recommendations. I hear she has another plea for advice. Need some advice? Ask Lady Shablagoo.
Now, this week we received a short note from Aunt Iton. I suspect that Aunt Iton didn't send it, but rather a young niece or nephew using her Discord account. Anyway, my son asked Miss Delta Jean Marsh, a rather precocious aspiring actress down the street, to stand in for our young mystery advice seeker.
So, what's my motivation?
What do you mean?
Well, I need to know how I should read this. I'm an actress after all.
She just wants to know the answer to her question.
Oh, alright. But I'm not an old lady like Aunt Ayton.
Why do you think she's old?
Well, she's an ant. All ants are old. Duh.
Can we just get on with this?
Okay. I'll read it.
Okay, are you finally ready?
Yes. He's so annoying.
I heard that.
How did the pharaohs of ancient Egypt run their kingdom?
Dear aspiring ruler of the Nile. Ah, the pharaohs. They ran Egypt with a combination of divine authority, bureaucratic efficiency, and an overwhelming love of giant stone structures. Being considered a living god had its perks. No term limits, lots of gold hats, and if someone criticized your policies, you could just say, take it up with Ra. Of course, no pharaoh ruled alone. They had a vast network of scribes, priests, and officials who handled things like taxes, usually collected in grain, labor forces, which mostly involved encouraging people to build pyramids, and making sure no one messed with the sacred cats. When in doubt, the solution to most problems seemed to be either build another temple or blame the vizier. Now I could go on, but I see what's happening here. Just because I used to be a school teacher doesn't mean I'm going to be doing your history homework for you. Nice try, King or Queen, cheating common Lady Shablagoo. And you tell your Aunt Iton hi from me, you hear? And to Miss Delta Jean, stop calling people old who aren't old. One day, old will seem a lot older to you, young lady. Don't make me call your mama now.
Huh, well, that's pretty good advice, right? Right?
Yes. Sometimes it's great. Ish.
All right, well, it's my turn now, and my Mad Lib tonight is called Tie-Dyeing for Fashion.
Did someone say tie-dye?
Your Texas is showing. So your words were Easter words for this. And
perfect for
yeah,
my shirt.
Yeah. And so I know it's kind of seasonally inappropriate, but that's okay. But anyway, I had said earlier in this episode that I had trouble with the art for this one. And I think it's the subject matter. There were many times when all I could get, no matter how much I played with the prompt, no matter how much I added chaos, no matter how much I added weird, I got pictures of cloth in pots of dye. That's pretty much all I got for like half the prompts in here. I think it's pretty okay. Tie-dyeing is a pastel way to dye your clothing so you can look like a hopeful hippie.
I love that it went with the pastel.
Right? But, I mean, is this clothing?
I think it's a kind of like a puffy dress. I mean, we can't see the front, but I'm going to pretend that the front is covered, or at least part of it.
I feel like if that's not what it is, these are pastel tie-dyed gunny sacks, and she is naked. Here are some instructions for tie-dyeing your own basket. Bird not included.
Why is there a bird?
Don't know.
And I love that. This bird's like, is it under a table and it's popped its head through your basket? I also like that the basket looks as if it's made out of fabric.
Yeah, it's not like a traditionally woven reed basket or something. It actually does look like it's made of tie-dyed shirts, like old tie-dyed shirts that have been rolled up into like, strips and stuff. Number 1, select a resurrected article of clothing and use candy bands to tie it into different sections.
I gave him the word resurrected, but I like that resurrected article of clothing. It's like it's ruined for some whatever reason, and you're going to throw it away, and you're like, you know what?
No, let's remake it.
Tie-dye this.
Yes, let's make it into something else. It's resurrected clothing. Yes, that's the interpretation I got from the prompt also, and I thought that was a cool idea. This looks kind of like that. It almost looks like they're wearing garbage bags.
Yeah. A lot like they are. Also, I like that they've carried this, even though I'm sure the title isn't in this. The title of it is tie-dye in fashion or tie-dye
for fashion. Yes, and this looks very couture.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's runway show, kind of.
Number 2, prepare your dye according to the peeps on the package.
That's great. That's so cute. I kind of want to eat them.
I have to admit, they look more appetizing than peeps normally look to me, because peeps normally don't look appetizing to me.
But they also look like sponges a little bit.
Yeah, this looks very much like, it makes me think of those Japanese candies that come in the little trays that you have to mix. Possibly coming on a future special episode of Ginger's Taste Different Things. I got a lot of stuff with like peeps in wet places. It's kind of like what I got from the prompt.
Peeps in wet places.
That's going to be made in Suno, isn't it? Remember to put a pair of rubber prayers over your hands to protect them as you dip the chocolate bunny into the dye.
I'm sure this is a blowout.
Yes, this is a zoom out.
What in the world?
So this is a double zoom out. The original picture was just the hands holding the bunny.
It makes me feel like Dove made a bunny.
Yeah, something like that. Something very high-end chocolate, right? So I decided I'm going to zoom it out to see if we can see the rest of the person holding it. So maybe that'll give me something interesting. So I zoomed it out again, and then they gave me the rest.
It's like a really bad collage.
Right? Number 4. For blooming results, which made me think of like the British term, for blooming results. For blooming results, keep the material in the dye for at least 3 minutes. I didn't say what kind of material. So if you want to dye old eyeballs and teeth,
Your dentures.
please have at it.
I don't know why you want orange teeth, because I feel like the teeth haven't gone in yet.
They want those blooming results.
It's really kind of a cool. This looks. If you took the spoon out of it, it looks more like some sort of, almost like a shadow box, just without the glass.
Oh, like a resin,
where you
like a resin.
You
something.
build all this stuff up, and then you're gonna flip this bowl on its edge, and it'll be the artwork.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Then remove and rinse under cold running Bloody Marys. But make sure you aim them at the sink, because that's a mess.
Yeah. Just that'll stain. Also, that looks more like.
It looks more like wine or
sure that's a
cranberry
Bloody Mary?
juice.
Yeah.
Maybe you're thinking cranberry juice. It's very dark. Hang on a tomb outside to dry. Are you prepared for what you're about to see?
I'm scared.
I apologize in advance.
Oh my! Wow.
Most of what I got from this prompt was like statues holding like sheets and stuff, and they look like they were somewhere in a graveyard. This is the only thing I got that was different, and
It
I'm
really is different.
I'm sorry that it's so horrific, but I had to include it because it was the most interesting one.
Also, I'm glad that this is clearly not a human.
Oh no, exactly. This is something monstrous that was, hung up there. Wear it and enjoy the joyous looks on people's feet.
I almost am really happy with this, but what is that? Because at first I thought that it was one of her legs, but then I realized her legs are both there.
This was also a double zoom out. The original picture was those 2 feet in the very center, and one of the feet was so horrendously misshapen, the one on the left, I wanted to expand the picture to see what it was attached to. I went too far. There's some things that you just shouldn't see. And I went too far. Are you ready for some honorable mentions to get a nice little palette cleanser?
Desperately.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Select a resurrected article of clothing and use candy bands to tie it into different sections. Why did you give me nipples? You didn't have to give me nipples, MidJourney. It's only clothing. There's no one inside these
She's
clothing.
just worn it so many times that the nipples just stayed.
So anyway, It's probably blocked out in the actual version that you guys are watching. So if you'd like to actually see the picture without the black box on top of it, come and join the Discord, because the picture will be posted on the Discord tomorrow. And you can see the nipples in all their glory. Oh, this is the peeps. These are the peeps. Prepare your die.
All glory to the nipples. Sorry. I mean, just 2 prompts in a row where it was very appropriate.
All right. Prepare your die according to the peeps on the package. So here's the peeps going down the river in the blue
of Downey.
foam. Yeah, of Downey, sure.
Oh, whoa. Oh, my. What?
Remember to put a pair of rubber prayers over your hands to protect them as you dip the chocolate bunny into the die.
Oh. So at first I think this is like a display. Like these are like bunny girls behind this display counter. But then I look and see these very lifelike hands.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, is she wearing a mask? And how does she see through this?
So this was also a double zoom out. It was originally just the hands around the chocolate bunny with all the purple spilling out around it. But I wanted to see what those hands were attached to, so I zoomed out and I went too far. This was hang on a tomb outside to dry. Apparently we're hanging in chickens on it.
Or wolves?
I don't know. Or sheep. I can't quite tell. Some of them look two-legged.
What's
some
on
of them look
top?
four-legged. I don't know. I don't know what those things are. That's weird.
And then I think there's a rooster in front. Or it's a monkey rooster.
Well, yeah, because it kind of looks like it has a tail rather than, a
and
bird
legs,
tail.
brown legs.
That is it for my Madlib for the evening.
Oh my. It's always so abrupt.
Yeah, because I had such a hard time with the subject matter in the art coming out the way I wanted it to, I pushed the limits of human understanding, and I saw things that humankind should never see. So, be careful
Then he
zooming.
showed us anyway.
Yeah, well, misery loves company. That's going to be it for our episode of MidJourney Madlibs tonight. Thank you guys for coming by and watching the video. Brent, thank you for hosting with me. Tonight was a lot of fun. I laughed very hard.
Yeah, we did laugh a lot. I like to laugh a lot. Like a laugh a lot.
I like a laugh a lot. All right, well, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for coming. Click like and subscribe. Ring the notification bell. Join the Discord. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peeps in wet places, they don't fall apart. Brave little blobs with candy hearts. Storms may drown, but they still embrace the sugar high rain in this delicate space. Their glaze may fade, but never their light. A spark in the dark, their will is tight. Flowing through rivers or soaking in